Hello folks. Okay, today we're going fishing. Yeah, fishing. But we're gonna be in the garage because it's story time with Gator. Well, it starts off what was it, Wednesday or Thursday? Apple Stump, I forget it. I was just gonna put a link to his site there on the description because I'm forgetting all his name. He made me think of this beehive thing. One time we went fishing, but hang on, I'm gonna start from the start. Okay, this goes on up north from here, maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. It's you want to look it up on the map. It's Danford, Quebec. That's where it's, but it's not on the main street. It's as you drive, you're driving in the bush. We're in my buddy, okay, my fishing buddy. He's a guy. He gets a little bit excited when he's going fishing. Eh? He's got in those days, like we're going back maybe 35 years ago. He's got a brand new, it's the same year that he bought it, Pontiac Parisian. In the day, well, you figure out the years. And chrome like on the sides and everything, eh? But when it came to fishing time, we're going in the bush with this car. But this is a bush road, okay? So, but it's not well maintained, eh? And the car, like the exhaust and it's hitting bottom. And but anyways, to drive in, it takes about an hour and a half. Tells you about how far in the bush we are. We have a canoe on top with just a couple of foams there. It's tied at the front bumper in the back, and get it off, throw it in the water, eh? So there's little speckled trout, eh? I don't know, small stuff, but we catch a few in the first pond, okay? But it's always like that, eh? I don't know if for use, if you catch 5 or 6 in one spot, you're lucky. Then you're making too much noise, eh? And then they go away and they know not to bite because they lost their friends, eh? Anyways, we get that bright idea. We're gonna bring a canoe with us, okay? So once we fished the little pond we're in, our limit was 10 each, okay? So put the canoe in that little pond because we know this lake goes up to not the lake, this river, a little river, goes up to a lake. It's called Cawood Lake. Anyways, you can find that on the map even if you look. There's Tuffet, Cawood, and there's another name. Anyways, 3 different lakes, but we're going to Cawood. Anyways, so we go up the little river, and then we're face to face with this big beaver dam, and it's big, like I'm talking, more than 8, maybe 10 feet high, okay? So we get on the back side of the beaver dam, and we draw the canoe up the beaver dam, but it's quite steep. Hang on, it's quite steep. And we're both on the beaver dam. We push it up, eh? And we're just like maybe our head can see above the beaver dam, and a lot of water up there, eh? The canoe's coming up, and when it's past the center, it just flops on the water. Well, when we're on the beaver dam and we're looking, we don't see nothing, eh? Well, when the canoe splashed in the water, there was a moose. A big moose with the antlers. He was right not 100 feet from us, eh? He started friggin' going, eh? I guess he was eating, they eat the carrots in the swamp there. He had somewhere to go fast too, eh? So we got excited about that, eh? And we fished in that, caught a few in there afterwards, but we wanted to get to the lake because this was all speckled trout But in the lake we're going, Lake Cawood, there's gray trout, which is a lot bigger trout. Anyways, so we got through that beaver dam, and then started back in the channel of the river, and there's logs, and we had to maneuver in there. The whole reason behind the story is that I thought of this, like hornets' nests or bees' nests, or either flat face bees, flat face. I don't know. Anyways, flat. I said yellow jacket. It wasn't yellow jacket. The nest I found at the cottage, because he told me the guy there at Bushcraft something. He told me that they nest in the ground. The other ones nest up in the air, but this one, it was about that. Well, okay, it's over a foot, maybe a foot and a half long. It was big, and it was hanging, but it was hanging on a branch over the little creek. Call it a creek, was it? Because it wasn't a river. It was just, it's wide enough for us to paddle, but we could just get by. And this nest was active. Like the bees were coming in and they were going in. And we paddled to it, and we just like ducked in the canoe and we just slid by. Anyways, that was an experience by itself. And we didn't get stung. And that's what going up the lake, We fished in the lake, I don't know, we didn't have the right, we were set up like with the fishing gear to fish for speckle, but because we had the canoe, we figured we'd go fish on the lake, but we didn't have no lake trout fishing gear, so it wasn't a good story at the lake, so we ended up coming back, and we caught a few. I don't know if we caught our limit or not. It would just be a story, because they say when you're catching fish, you don't got a picture to show. Like if I had the pictures to show you speckled trout here, well then I could say I caught so many fish. But other than that, it's just a story. But these are true stories, the stories I tell in here. Some people think like it's just me. I know a few channels in here there, they just, I won't mention no name, but one of them, I used to listen, then I figured out that there's nothing true about all these stories he's telling. Well, I can't think anyways, because it's so outrageous, But you can tell the way my story goes that they're true. But anyways, I know that they're true, okay? And there's others too, at this place, this fishing place. I'll be telling you. Anyways, I won't. I was just going to say something. Well, okay. My uncle gave us a CJ6 Bombardier. I brought it up there. But that's a story for another day. I had fun in here, and I hope you do. And if not, don't forget, there's better ones coming, So don't stop watching because you just don't like this one. You hang in there. There's better ones. Hey, I salute you all. And we'll see you in the next one.